Yeah, Lions beat the Patriots. That was wild. What up, YouTube? Haven't been here for what, 2 weeks now or so? But we're here. What up? We're just diving straight in. Yeah, dude, Lions looked real good against the Patriots actually, and it makes you wonder: is that part of Patricia knowing what's going on with the Vikings, or what? Because you learn things after being there for so long with certain guys, and you don't know. Though they were saying the Patriots were calling out the Lions play calls, which was weird. You figured it'd be the other way around. And yeah, I was kind of hoping Fitzmagic would pull it off tonight too. He just had zero magic in the first half though. Fitzmagic blew up second half though. I look like Fitzmagic. I wish my beard and facial, like all this facial hair, was thicker, as thick as his. Took a tough loss. Who was the one that took the tough loss there? What team? Shut up, dude. I'm doing slightly better this week, more focused. Oh, the Bucks. Yeah, that was a tough one. I mean, they that was impressive of them to come back as they were down 20. Impressive to come back and only lose by a field goal. So, hey, how's it going? Will Fitzmagic keep starting? Yeah, he should. If they put I mean, better than last week. More focused, more a little bit more positive. Had a pretty good weekend. I'm doing good, thank you. Chicago better be ready. Yeah, if they start Winston over Fitzpatrick, that'd be stupid. Winston would have blown the game. They would have lost by worse. Do I have one, or did I? I mean, yeah, I've gotten a couple. Celtics lineup is not small. Okay, what I'm saying with that is, if you look at most of the league, they got a center or two that's at least like 7 foot. If you look at the Celtics, they all range from like 6'2" to like 6'8". Because there's no way in hell that Al Horford is actually 6'10", because he's like that much taller than like Gordon Hayward and Tatum, and they're like 6'7", 6'8". They always exaggerate on those things. I lost no weight, dude. I did lose weight. Are you kidding me? Liked what you saw out of the Steelers. Steelers actually woke up this game. It looked like they came out firing. Big Ben with 3 TDs in the first half. That's good. The only concerning thing is Antonio Brown was shut out in the second half. I think he might have had one catch. I was doing homework. I wasn't paying that much attention. Well, that's awkward, but all right. Yeah, we are talking about football here. We talk about all kinds of sports and stuff here. Romance is back. Yeah, it's not back, dude. I wish. Honestly, she got mad at me for talking about it like I did last week. Told her not to watch it. Whoops. That's why I lost. Well, what do you want to talk about? We can talk about all kinds of things in here. Yeah, stuff. But he's really good for being small. Keep on bound. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, it was a pretty decent weekend. Yeah, I was going to. Yeah, Kentucky beating Mississippi State. They beat them a lot worse than I thought they were going to. What's up? How's it going, man? Brown looks good in the Laker uniform. Debatable. But yeah, I thought Kentucky, had it in them to put up a good fight against Mississippi State, and they actually beat the crap out of them. So good for the Wildcats. Hello, how are you down there, Benny Snell? I do not watch soccer. I am a hockey fan. Blackhawks. What difference a week makes? You could barely speak last week. I mean, you get a week to process it, and then got to focus now. So can't always be down. A lot of good people helping out. I'm doing well. How are you? Bruins fan. It was a good Stanley Cup in 2013, wasn't it? No, she's not back like that. Process what? Yeah, exactly. A lot of things, man. Well, girl. Since says your picture's a girl. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, a lot of things. How is she back? I never said she was back. I just said there was a few messages. How dare I? Dude, you know it was a good one. Glenn, he's talking about the situation we had last week. Yeah, she ain't back in that way. She's just, I don't know, there. I'm trying to not get too caught up in it per se. How was the Wisconsin Iowa game, dude? It was awesome. So was going to stream a little bit from Iowa City, but my service there doesn't mean you like play wise. How about that? Not necessarily who won, but yeah, I was gonna live stream from Iowa City, but the service there was terrible, especially in and around the stadium. Mom got drunk. I do not have an iPhone. I used to have an iPhone and it was terrible. I wouldn't have been able to even take like a single Snapchat out of the game. I am streaming from multiple devices. I got a laptop here on YouTube. I got this here on Periscope and Twitter, and I got another phone on Periscope and Twitter. No, my mom did not get drunk. We tried to find one of my friends that was tailgating there, and she was too drunk to really like reply to me in a good amount of time. So get an iPhone again. Why? We'll talk about the phone thing in just a second. But yeah, so that friend of mine, I was trying to find her because I found her last year at Wisconsin for the Wisconsin Iowa game. You know, you gotta meet up with your friends when you can. And yeah, a little too drunk to really message back and meet up. Especially we are trying to meet up after the game. She passed out. So Ashley, if you see this, you missed out. But anywho, the phone thing, yeah, no, I had an iPhone for like 2 years, and after a year, no, my mom did not pass out. We were trying to get my mom to get some drinks, but we couldn't find people to drink with. Thank you for the follow, man. Normally we're here on Sunday nights, but this week Monday worked out better. But have a good one. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully next time you'll be able to stay a little bit longer. Yeah, we were trying to find my friend to go have some drinks with before and after the game, and it just didn't work out for us. My mom was just kind of hanging out, having a good time back in Iowa City. My mom used to live in Iowa City, so it was more a nostalgia thing of her going, whoa, all this is so different. And I used to live there and used to go there and party there. Yeah, all that jazz. But yeah, Jake, you wanted to talk about the phone thing. So I'm streaming on an iPhone right now, my old iPhone. I have a Galaxy now. Honestly, I think the functionality of this Galaxy is 100 times better. It's a little bit more complicated, but you get a lot more done. My iPhone, the battery would die in like an hour. So hated that. This thing goes all day. And, haven't had it I've had it on the charger for all of like 20 minutes today when I took a break earlier because I didn't know how bored I would be at work. I'm still not even below 50%. It's been basically off the charger all day. The only thing though, never buy the J series. Be legit and get the S series because the S series is so much better in the Galaxy or the Note. The J series is your cheap economy phone that sucks. Aside from I like I said, the functionality and stuff. The thing freezes all the time and it does updates 24/7. But aside from that, like if I were to have the S series, like my roommate has an S9, the thing's awesome. Works perfectly fine. Great phone. January 12th. Let's see what day January 12th is because I should be. I don't think I'd be in school yet, but let's check it out anyways. I should be able to get there. They might want me to go shoot that game anyways for school. Let's see here, January 12th. That's a Wednesday. I should be able to. Yeah, Redbird's playing Loyola. I should be able to get up there for that one. So I will take you up on that, my friend. Okay, we can get back onto sports now after we discuss the little phone dealio. I do have an iPad. Like, I don't like. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I do like Apple products, as in their iPod and iPad. Those are neat. I don't like MacBooks. Don't like iPhones. So do that for you. Yes, Ohio State at Happy Valley, dude. In all honesty, I hope Penn State beats the crap out of Ohio State. They did it last time. It was a whiteout. I hope it happens again. Just try to help my team out. Just don't become one of those annoying fans trying to take over. Dude, no, I won't. I am not like that. Stop it. I mean, do I think Ohio State will win that game? Yes. Do I hope that Penn State wins? Yes. Is it? I mean, I haven't really gotten to a whole lot of college basketball stadiums. Been to Wisconsin, been to Illinois, obviously been to Redbird. So Dwayne Haskins for Heisman. No, man, they're trying to say Kyler Murray for Heisman now. I don't know how I feel about that. Jonathan Taylor's still running strong. If without him, Wisconsin's not winning against Iowa or putting up as many points against anybody else. And Tua's done all right. I mean, I don't know. Just by looking at the scores of all these Alabama games, it's like, are they really playing anybody? Even the Mississippi game, I thought that one was going to be at least somewhat close of a game. Even if it was like a 2-score game. No, Mississippi just got their butts dragged back and forth across the field. Texas A&M didn't do a whole lot neither. So I don't know. I don't think Alabama's really playing anybody. If they play like Georgia or I think December 1st, whether the University of Chicago games can be fire. Is it because UIC is the Flames? Is that why? But yeah, I mean, Alabama plays Auburn or Georgia. I think that might be a much better game. They're not really going to be playing anybody, it seems, this entire season. So expect Alabama to go undefeated and go to the SEC championship and the playoffs again, regardless of whether they lose one game even if they do lose one game and not go to their championship, or if they do, it's going to take a lot for Alabama to not get into the playoff because everybody likes to ride them. So it is what it is. But yeah, dude, that Oregon Stanford game was wild Saturday. Oregon gets a 99% chance to win at one point, and they blew it. How do you blow a 99% chance to win? You fumble deep in the other team's territory and get it returned back for a touchdown. That's how. That's what started it all. Yeah, they did. I have not. I have no idea what you're talking about either. Look it up. Why do I have to look it up? Oregon could beat the Pats. I mean, maybe. Lions looked good for once. I'm seeing a lot of Loyola, Maryland stuff. I don't know what exactly you're referring to with the West Virginia guy. Oh, there we go. West Virginia playing at Loyola. Is that even? No, that's Loyola, Maryland. Nothing's coming up for it, so. What do you mean impossible? I looked up like West Virginia Loyola, West Virginia student Loyola, like all kinds of different variations, and nothing came up for it. Today, What am I even like looking up here? First official visit at Loyola. Is that kid like 12? How old is this kid? His profile picture makes him look like he's 13. It's weird. Yeah, the Cowboys are awful. I was hoping Tyler would be here just so we could talk about that because it's funny, but he's not, sadly. Adrian Peterson did look good, but it's not hard to look good against the Packers defense. They're not good. Visited that, yeah, 21st to the 23rd. Clemson Nation. So, how do you feel about Kelly Bryant getting benched? We can talk college football. I don't care. We're talking all kinds of things. USC to the Rose Bowl. That's a bold claim. We'll have to see about that one. Well, do you think Lawrence gives you a better chance to win, though? I mean, I thought Kelly Bryant was going to be the guy. So, yeah, I thought they were doing just fine rotating too. Do you think that's still going to happen come this weekend, even though Lawrence is starting? Don't know. Me either. My college team, Wisconsin. I was just in Iowa City for the Iowa Wisconsin game this last weekend. That's your bold prediction. Well, so far the Browns had a better um, record than the Patriots. The first time since 2002. You know what happened in 2002? That was the last time the Browns made the playoffs. So who knows? I don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's only the third game of the season. I doubt the Dolphins will keep a lead on the AFC East. Dez Bryant to the Redskins. Last I saw, Dez Bryant was rumored to be talking to the Browns again after Josh Gordon got traded. Did anything come of that? I haven't seen anything yet, but there was discussions that they were going to bring him in now, and so far nothing's happened. Other than that, I haven't heard anything about Dez Bryant. He very well could even just sit out this rest of this entire season because nobody's going to want him. You guys aren't very talkative right now. I think this kid is going to fit in the Porter scheme, so we'll see if he actually commits. Yeah, you never know. Possibly. I mean, now Loyola you made it to the Final Four. They got the name out there. People might want to start coming in now. Well, tape in high school compared to tape in college is totally two totally different things. True. And I'm not even like in basketball mode yet. The NBA starts here soon, and college basketball will start their early games not too long from now. How's Wisconsin basketball going to do this year? Really? Okay. Well, who's going to be leaving for him to replace? Wisconsin basketball. We're getting some guys back. Luckily, Ethan Happ is back. He didn't leave for the NBA. They'll have a solid core of Brad Davis, um, Khalil Iverson, Ethan Happ, probably Trice, and then from there, it's kind of a question mark. They lost, what was it, like two players to transfer, but then we got new guys coming up. Kobe King, he's supposed to be pretty good. So I think the big thing for the Badgers going into basketball season is going to be if they can stay healthy. Davis got his shoulder. No, it's Davidson, right? Brad Davison, whatever. Anywho, the white kid from the white point guard for Wisconsin. um, his shoulder issue is supposed to be fixed now, so it's not going to be popping out every other game. So hopefully that's good for him because dude's a baller. Dude plays through a lot. He's a tough kid. Possibly. I definitely think Anthony Davis will probably be leaving within next, possibly even the midway through the season. Who knows? There's rumors like that all the time. People sign with certain people, agent wise, or you see them out with certain players from other teams, and everybody jumps on those conclusions. So who knows? But I do think Anthony Davis will get moved. Either before the trade deadline this season or at the end of this coming season. Is the Fitz magic over? No, the Fitz magic was just a little delayed today. First half he looked terrible. Second half looked really good. So against Cleveland, they got a decent defense. We'll have to see. Or no, the Bucks are playing the Bears, so they got a really good defense. Who knows? If Fitzy can go back out there and put it to the Bears, then yeah, Fitzmagic's still alive and well. Still got a couple years on his contract, yes, but contracts really don't matter. People get traded all the time. Never said it was because his contract was up. I mean, the Celtics have been, yeah, you would think if you trade Anthony Davis to the Lakers, first round picks or guys like Kuzma or Ingram. There's been rumors of AD going to Boston for the past like 3 seasons now. So Fitzmagic always plays well in contract years. Oh yeah, definitely. He'll play well for half the season and then play terrible, so he can sit the rest of the year and not get hurt. Duh. Fitzpatrick went to Harvard. He knows what he's doing. That is his trick. Fitzmagic. Good old Fitzmagic. Think we'll win the Big Ten in basketball? I went for it. Yeah, dude. I'll be all in for Fitzmagic. Why? Who knows? But he's a good time. Who's going to win the Big Ten in basketball this year? It's kind of a tough question because who even won it last year? Was it Purdue? Yeah, I think so. F Northwestern. Yeah, that's go ahead, man. Um, I definitely think it's going to be kind of like football, but you're going to have like Wisconsin and Ohio State. Probably, well, maybe not Michigan State now after they lost Bridges. I thought they lost, one other good guy. But Michigan, oh wait, Michigan won it last year, didn't they? So yeah, I mean it'll probably be those three, with Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, um, Purdue probably as well. Purdue always seems to pull something out of their butt come basketball season. Northwestern's like that sneaky team that gets you every now and then, but doesn't really do a whole lot out of it. But yeah, so out of those four teams, that's who I'm seeing wins the Big Ten basketball this year: Wisconsin, Purdue, Michigan, Ohio State. And that is if Ohio State bounces back, which I think they could. Hello, how are you? Northwestern scared to take 10-minute bus drive to. Dude, most of the like big FB or not even FBS, but the big D1 schools like that don't want to. I mean, U of I doesn't want to play ISU, and they're like 45 minutes to an hour away. Hello. Yeah, so they'll probably bounce back. It's a 10-minute drive. Yeah, I mean they're both right there. I don't see why not, but they have their reasons. AKA they're just scared probably. They don't want to waste their time getting beat. See, and I don't think isn't UIC in the same conference though? Aren't they in the Missouri Valley? Oh. Well, they're close enough. They should play each other. You would think the same thing with Northwestern, but who knows? Northwestern probably just scared that they'll get beat. I mean, Wisconsin plays Marquette, Milwaukee, Platteville for like a scrimmage, Green Bay. I mean, they play all kinds of Wisconsin schools. Why Northwestern doesn't want to play Loyola? Who knows? Northwestern usually does suck. When I saw last year, I saw Wisconsin play at Northwestern. Northwestern didn't even have their own court to play, so I had to drive to Rosemont. Good game, good time. Which is weird because like I'm used to going to Rosemont for concerts, not sporting events. Ohio State plays Cincy. Oh, that should be a good game. Cincinnati's usually pretty good at basketball. Ivy League schools want to play a Final Four team. You think Northwestern's a fake Ivy League school? That's putting them up there a little bit. There's Turk. There he is. No, I know they do. It's just like I wanted to see Wisconsin beat them on their purple floor. Played Syracuse, who Ohio State. Yeah, I asked about that earlier. Apparently, they just think it's because he's got a stronger arm right now, which I would agree with, but whatever. I thought that was weird, benching Andrew Luck for Jacoby Brissett. I bet you do. I mean, that was a good run. It's been phenomenal. When's the next time that's going to happen? You never know. Every Anything is possible. Never thought I'd be on a boat. Ooh, that's bad. What's up? How's it going? It's pretty bad. Who the heck were the Colts even playing yesterday? It was, I can't even remember, honestly. I didn't get to watch the Eagles. Yeah, it's not the tough team, but still 80 passing yards. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of the noon games because I was playing softball game at noon. But I mean, the 80 yards, that didn't seem too good. I did see his 30-yard run, though. That was pretty good. Did y'all see Eli? Yeah, getting sacked by J.J. Watt. But they did finally score, or win a game, I mean. So that's good. So how long do you guys think until Patrick Mahomes cools off and dials it down? Because he's lighting it up right now, and it's phenomenal. Because I was real high on Patrick Mahomes going into the draft. So do you see the Chiefs on a good playoff run this year then? I think they could. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is making plays. It's pretty lit. Think he cools off next week, knowing he keeps this pass. Let's see. The Chiefs play the Broncos next week on Monday Night Football. So Rams Chiefs Super Bowl. That'd be interesting. Denver needs to fire John Elway. I mean, maybe he's made some questionable decisions. Andy Reid's the key in all of this, dude. Andy Reid's the key in a lot of things. That dude's coaching tree is fantastic. He's a good coach. It's probably all because Brett Favre in the '90s told him he loved him, and that just made him explode with goodness. Oh, Elway. Yeah, I mean, Case Keenum, I didn't think that was going to pan out very well. Coaching is sometimes overrated. Yeah. I mean, people overrate the coach by saying that the player, you know, was based off of all the coaching. But yeah, he got Peyton Manning. But aside from that, like, should have never let Osweiler go because when he left, he just completely died out. Um, Case Keenum hasn't really done a whole lot. I didn't think he was really going to explode from his season last year unless he stayed with Minnesota, stay in the same scheme. Paxton Lynch, really disappointed in that one. I thought that dude was going to be pretty good because he looked really good in college. He's got the good size, got the good arm strength, but I guess the NFL, maybe it's just because he's in Denver, needs a fresh start somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. Though what's his name? Chad Kelly looked real good in preseason. So maybe if they keep working with him, he might turn into something. Drafting capability. I mean, yeah. Whew. Glad I don't have class in the morning. See, everybody thought the Kirk Cousins was going to be the Vikings savior, and look at him getting beat 27-6 by the Bills. There was another, yeah, Trevor Simeon. I Excuse me. I never thought that dude was going to be good. Um, I thought Kyle Sloter was better than him. Yeah, Bears moved up one spot and traded away like a first round pick and a player to go up one spot, and they could have taken Patrick Mahomes. 6 points came from garbage time. Oh yeah, for sure. But what were we getting on there? Okay. So many topics. I don't even remember now. So I think the real MVP of this week was Drew Brees. Dude went off, had 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, OT win. The draft is interesting right now. We draft the draft of last year, I guess it would be, with Trubisky, Mahomes, and them. I'm going to be really disappointed it come December if I go up to Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers is like, no, I'm not going to play this week because my knee hurts. That would really irritate me because that'd be another time I go up to Green Bay and he doesn't play. What's happening with the Pats? Who cares? They're not looking good, and that's fine. If any of you saw my Twitter post, I know former co-host Scotty was joking with me on there, but the thing I shared about Tom Brady and the where's the flag, that was totally a joke because every little touch on the quarterback apparently is a penalty depending on who you are. Go Jets. Didn't the Jets get beat by the Browns this week? I will agree with that statement, but excuse me. Dude, without Rodgers, Green Bay is nothing. They just have a bunch of guys that apparently can't play that well together. I don't know. They've got talent in guys like, well, see, you keep saying that. It's not going to happen. I don't want Eli Manning. I don't think Green Bay wants Eli Manning. You know how much backlash the world would give upon the Green Bay organization if they get rid of Rodgers for that? No. No. True. I mean, yeah, what they have going on there took forever just to get rid of a bunch of people and bring in new coaches and players. But I mean, I don't know. It's a weird thing because they've got one of the most talented quarterbacks ever to play the game, and they brought in free agents for the first time in like a decade because Ted Thompson never did anything. And they drafted pretty decently this year, you would think, and they're still like, what are you? I'm curious why the rookie receivers aren't getting more playing time. Honestly, the only one I've seen on the field is Valdez Scantling. Where's Equinemius St. Brown and Jamon Moore? That one's well, might as well. I mean, your name's Naruto, so might as well listen and see what you guys say. I think one game was a curse. Home probably looked like around. Yeah, probably. But who knows? Then they're playing. I mean, yeah, I think Devon House is probably a good locker room guy, good veteran presence, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to have it anymore. Oh yeah. There's a lot of things concerning about them, and like they get Mike Pettin, who's never had less than like a top 10 defense in his coaching career, and yet he'll probably have like a bottom 25 defense this year. Pettin sucks. I mean, he's made good adjustments at least. for the first two games, um, aside from Minnesota scoring those two touchdowns, he did with the Browns. I mean, he doesn't suck that much. He's been a pretty good D coordinator. I don't know if it's just who he doesn't have on the field or what. I mean, the Bears only scored a field goal in the second half. Yeah, not a good head coach. He's a good coordinator. He's a good strictly defensive coach. But it's like, what is going on here now? That would not be how I do that, and I wouldn't do that in the first place. What is driving you to think that? He was the head coach, not true good DC. I mean, everybody knows how badly that went for him in Cleveland. I mean, yeah, he's kind of like Rex Ryan, not the greatest head coach, but pretty good coordinator. Or even his brother, the other Ryan. What's his brother's name? The one that was with the Saints and the Cowboys or whatever. Rob Ryan. He was a pretty good defensive coordinator for a while. Where's Turk? He's back on the other stream, bud. Ryan, huh? I would not do a train. And I'm not going to tell you what I would do because I'm not encouraging this. I want to know why you want to think that doing this is okay. See, Glenn, I told you, there he is waiting for you. Eli got sacked again. Hey, they actually won a game this time, so I've been really surprised why the Texans have been so bad. I mean, I haven't gotten to watch them really, so I can't tell me is the offense just bad? Defense not stopping anybody? Like breaking news, Luck got benched. Yeah, he did. True story. Dolphins for real, or are you dreaming? I think you're probably dreaming. I don't think it's going to keep going. Giants got smashed by the Cowboys. True. Luck's going to have a good season. Maybe. See, what you think is a harm to somebody might not be. I mean, just because you have these things going on doesn't necessarily mean you can't change them. I've had things go on before, and I sit there, you reevaluate it, you think about it. Why am I doing these things? What are causing these things to happen? It's worth thinking about and giving it a shot at changing before you go ahead and do something like that, because that is not a good way to go about it. I'm sure there's plenty of people around that would tell you it's not a good way to go about that. Life struggles translate into football struggles. Everybody has struggles. See, there was a guy I interviewed today for the news. He said, it's better to be nice to people. Now, is it abuse to you or is it you abusing others? Oh, you guys are still ranting to each other there. I don't know about Cincinnati, but they probably will lose to the Pats. Le'Veon Bell, Colts, Jets, or Texans? Neither, probably. They probably won't work out a trade for him yet. It's always good to be nice to people because they should have benefit. True. But yeah, what I was saying, anyways. Yeah, so I was talking to this dude, and he said, be nice to people. You never know what's going to happen. Because I had a news story about this guy that held his son hostage in town here yesterday. And this dude was like, people go through some stuff. You just got to be nice to them because you never know. You would think by this point the Steelers would have to work out a trade, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to get it done quite yet. So get away from them. Some people do better without their family. Sounds like that situation probably would be better without. Earl Thomas, that was funny what he did to the Cowboys, taking a bow after that pick. But apparently, the Seahawks are listening to offers for him. Only problem is they have to be wowed by the offer. And if they're not thoroughly impressed with the offer, they're not moving him. I'm assuming that offer is going to be like a first round pick and third round pick, a player. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're looking for there. Putting 5 on a dead signs with the Jets in a week or two. Maybe. No, that's not going to happen. Well, you never said how old you were, so how am I supposed to know? How do you know I have my life? I'm just here talking on the internet to people. That doesn't matter. Not necessarily. Giants will throw out Eli's corpse on the field before they allow Brissett for one play. I don't know about that. I would hope Brissett plays better than a corpse. Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, Bell didn't want to sign with the Jets in the offseason anyways, and they were offering him quite a lot of money. True. But also look, it was Geno Smith. Jets probably should sign Bryant, but you never know. It's regarded as a great move. I don't know who's necessarily saying it's a great move, but I mean, could have been worth a shot. It didn't win them the game, but potential was there. Bell couldn't sign for the Jets if he wanted to. NFL free agency makes no sense. I mean, who knows? It was a weird situation. Running that front office desk would have been on special speed dial a few weeks ago. Dez is a diva. We all know that one. Yeah, Garoppolo done for the year. Sadly, he tweaked his knee. Did not look very good, but poor guy. Top wide receivers are divas. Yeah, true. NFC Championship game. Well, obviously it depends on how the playoff, sets up, but I think it has the potential to be anywhere. Well, as of now, I see it. It could possibly be Rams, Eagles, Saints, Rams, Saints, Eagles. I don't know, something like that. Because of the NFC teams we're looking at here right now, I mean, Falcons look so-so. Saints looked bad week 1. Came back against the Browns. Played extremely well against the Falcons. Niners, they're done now because they don't have Jimmy G. Vikings got blown out by the Bills at home. Darius Leonard, who's that? I've heard the name before. Eagles, they got Wentz back. He'll just progressively get better. Packers look like crap, honestly. Rodgers' knee injury doesn't help that at all. They'd probably be a little bit better if he wasn't hobbled. Eric Decker and Dez Bryant, and Decker was so solid. Yeah, I'm surprised Eric Decker retired. He was still a pretty good receiver. Redskins, they're not going to – I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs. Giants, they probably won't make the playoffs either. Rams, potentially there. Bears, they'll depending on what happens in the NFC North, They could make the playoffs, but I don't think their offense is good enough to really last through the playoffs. Cardinals not going to make it. Cowboys not going to make it. Seahawks they'll probably get beat first round. Giants will win the Super Bowl. I yeah, no. Lions. I mean, they looked good against the Patriots, but that's not going to keep up. They got blown out by the Jets. Too many bad decisions. You know, AFC. That one has potential to be like Chiefs Patriots. Honestly, Giants pass Super Bowl again. No, defense wins championships, especially Bears. But they need offense to score points, and their offense, is back and forth, questionable. AFC. I mean, the Chiefs are looking real good right now. Who knows how long that'll last? Um, the Jags, they're still looking pretty solid, even though they lost to the Titans in a weird field goal game. Raiders probably not even going to make the playoffs. Dolphins, they're probably going to die out here soon. Honestly, they look good right now, but no. Colts not going to make the playoffs. Bills not going to make the playoffs. Titans, they'll probably be a wild card, get beat, first or second round. Jags will get a first round bye probably because they'll probably be the first or second seed. They get that really good defense. Their offense is looking much better than last year. Chargers, they might slip into the playoffs. Texans, they're not looking too good right now. Patriots, obviously, they're always up there for potential AFC. Dolphins make the playoffs. I don't know, man. Think I think like the Chargers and the Titans will probably get the wild cards. Bears look like a football team. Helmets were all polished up at the end of the game. They honestly should have lost that game, but Arizona just could not get anything together. Texans are shocking, man. Watson isn't looking good. Looks like the team figured him out. Probably. Will Bill O'Brien get fired? No. They had such an explosive season with all those guys together last year. One bad season's not going to – I mean, he might get put on a hot seat for next year, but it's not going to kill him. And who knows? The Texans could could explode and get much better as the season progresses. See, it's weird. Like you want to say the Texans, like when they get healthy, they should be pretty good, and you would think so. And they're all like healthy right now and still not doing nothing. I mean, J.J. Watt didn't get his first sack. I thought it was until this week. That defense was looking suspect, and the offense isn't really doing a whole lot. They're not as explosive as they were last year. I mean, they didn't really lose a whole lot. Braxton Miller's gone. That's about it, really. Which I don't know why they got rid of him and why nobody's picked him up yet. Jeez, yeah, that's true. Oh, he did sign with the Eagles? I never saw that. No, he signed with the practice squad. That's why. That sucks. Braxton Miller is such a talented guy. Yeah, I would think so too, but apparently Bill O'Brien does not agree. I haven't either. It's sounds weird, but who knows? Who are they playing next? Honestly, I haven't even looked. Let's go through week 4. I know it's not anybody. Yeah, they play the Bills next week. Which me and former co-host Scotty we debated going to this game, and we were all in for it, and then like nothing was said about it for a while, and then we ended up not getting tickets. I mean, if he still wants to go, I'd kind of honestly be down to do it, but I don't know. You want to think that the tickets would probably be. I don't know, dude. The Bills just blew out the Vikings last week, and the Packers tied with the Vikings. So who knows? This has been a weird year so far. Bills do have momentum. I'm sure Rodgers will probably play. Whether he plays good or not, who knows? And like, what was it? The last time they played the Bills, I think they did not play very well. I think they lost that game. Josh Allen did look good against the Vikings. He looked kind of questionable when he came in for Peterman, but against the Vikings, he tore it up. He looked real good. Yeah, Evan Ingram, he's got what was it, an MCL sprain? Yeah, Baker Mayfield, there's tons of hype for him. We'll see if he can live up to it. I mean, he looked good against the Jets, but that's against the Jets. We'll see. True. I mean, it was like they won the Super Bowl, but I mean, give the Browns something, you know? Let them have something. I mean, Barkley's looked good, but from what yeah, they unlocked the coolers. That was fun. Barkley's looked all right for what he's been able to do. Talking college football, we can. Yeah, I mean, Barkley would be looking a lot better if he had a better offensive line. Yeah, I mean, he's still looking good. Hello, how are you? The running back from Memphis. I mean, they're. I don't think he's really getting up there and high. I mean, when you're not what is it, Power Five conference team for one, and two, anybody outside of a quarterback, it makes it tough. I mean, they threw Kyler Murray from Oklahoma out there after he had like one good game. Yeah, Kentucky football is looking pretty good right now. They just beat the crap out of Mississippi State last week. Tim Doyle, the tight end. Well, I mean, Jonathan Taylor does get tons of carries because he is the basis of the Wisconsin offense. But I mean, is that QB from? Oh, yeah, Tim Boyle. Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot if you're not a Power Five conference guy not playing quarterback to get any Heisman hype. I mean, I'll just look up the Heisman rankings right now. So, of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of the 10 listed right here, do I have class tomorrow? Not in the morning, but later on. My 8 a.m. class took the week off, which is awesome. So, Heisman Trophy lost its glory. A lot of high players. Oh, definitely. Of the 10 listed here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them um, are not quarterbacks. 8-8 for Sam Darnold would be terrific for him. But if you look at it, the top 6 quarterback, defensive tackle, quarterback. And you would think, but it's not about your stats anymore. It's about how much hype you bring to a team and how valuable you are to the team. Yeah, that guy is pretty valuable to the team, but how much hype does Memphis have? Not a lot. I mean, as it sits right now, Georgia's Mecole Hardman has more Heisman hype than even their own quarterback. And it's like Georgia doesn't really use their wide receivers like that. Um, the wide receiver from Colorado, LaVisca Chenault, he's on there. Justin Herbert, the quarterback from Oregon's on there. Look how many players on the Heisman don't do anything. Yeah, exactly. Because right now, Kyler Murray is apparently leading it. I don't know why. Tua Tagovailoa, he's second. Will Greer's third. Dwayne Haskins is fourth. Ed Oliver, fifth. Justin Herbert, sixth. Jonathan Taylor, seventh. Trace McSorley, eighth. A.J. Dillon, which he's kind of a surprise from Boston College, but I thought he was going to be pretty good after last year anyways. He's at eighth. Mecole Hardman is at ninth, and LaVisca Chenault's 10th. Then you would think he should be. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think Tua should win it because of how underwhelming Alabama's schedule has been so far. But yeah, that probably will. I hope Tua doesn't win it. How weird would it be if Ed Oliver won it? And how weird is it that Ed Oliver's even relevant? I mean, last year I heard like nothing about him. And then this year they're like, oh, the college football's greatest player is doing, this and this. I'm like, who is this guy? Yeah, he's not Power Five. That's why it's weird that he's even on there. And I don't even understand where all the hype for him came from either. Because I did not hear anything about him last season. And then coming into this season, it's all about Ed Oliver. And I'm like, what? So who's winning the Heisman? That has yet to be determined. But don't be surprised if it's a quarterback. Honestly, it's more about the hype you can blow up. Well, of course, you're going to say Dwayne Haskins, G. Yeah, Jags Titans, the field goal game. Finally playing up to his potential. I mean, you would think a lot of those kids should be playing up to that potential. Some of them just don't pan out. Yeah, Army almost beat Oklahoma. They only lost by 8. It was like 28-21. That was wild. I saw that score when I was in Iowa, and I was like, what? Why is nobody talking about this? How the Titans lock up the Jags? I mean, the Jags offense is still suspect with Blake Bortles, and I don't think Fournette played because of his hamstring issue. Maybe he did. I don't know. Let's find out. Tells you how good a guy can coach. I mean, yeah. Man, last season, Army racked up over 500 yards rushing in one game. Like, that's unheard of. Fournette didn't play. Yeah, so that's one big reason about it. Ohio State's going to the playoff. Ohio State, Oklahoma national championship. I don't know about that one. I mean, most wins for the academy schools are pretty big. I mean, yes, that sounds ridiculous, but that's all Army does. They're just a straight, option team. They'll go. Are you lifting 5-pound dumbbell? No, I got bored, so I started playing with a pump. But no, man. I mean, Army will go for a 3rd and 15 and run the triple option. That's what they do. And I don't remember what team it was they played, but they blew them out, ran them over. I think they had 3 passing attempts that entire game. So that's hilarious. Who can beat Bama? I mean, Auburn did last year with a similar team. Dude, I know it was ridiculous. Auburn did last year with playing a similar Alabama team. I don't know. It's really, honestly, all it's going to take to beat Alabama, I think, is a stout defense. Well, yeah, they always say that. You never know what happens. Ohio State beats Bama again. I mean, I wouldn't care, but guns and gangs, a deadly mix in Chirac. Yeah. 72-0 scores. Yeah, I know. LSU could. They've got a pretty good defense, and they knocked off Auburn. So there's 3 teams, like I said, I'm holding out hope that beats Alabama. Well, now bringing up the LSU, it makes it 3. LSU, Auburn, Georgia. Other than that, I don't think anybody's beating them because so far they've played Mississippi, who was supposed to be, one of the top teams in the SEC East or West, and they got killed. Texas A&M was supposed to be, a little bit of something. They got killed. ISU could beat Bama. I mean, maybe. Who knows? 95% of games are a waste of time, according to your hype. You make the playoff play. Yeah, kind of. Clemson is a weak schedule. I mean, the ACC is not that great. You're right. It would. Will Bears win the division? Possibly. Dude, I know. Lefties are never as good. Right-handed QBs for days, man. Do I like the NBA? I like certain players. I don't follow the NBA extremely close, and I don't really have a favorite team. I watch specific players, so I watch like Kyrie Irving. I watch the Bulls every now and then just because it's the hometown team. I really liked Derrick Rose, so watching him with the Bulls was exciting. Damian Lillard's my favorite player, so I watch the Blazers. I like Chris Paul, so I'll watch. I don't like LeBron James, no. I like Chris Paul, so I'll watch Houston. Khalil Mack's just a stud. It's a tank year. Did you guys see what Enes Kanter said? Where's Jimmy going? Well, he wants to go to the Clippers, the Knicks, or the Nets. Any of those would probably be pretty bad for him. But yeah, Enes Kanter, he said, thinking of the playoffs makes my nipples hard. What a statement. What a bold statement there. Khalil Mack's better than the whole Raiders defense. Yeah, I mean, John Gruden's begging for a pass rusher now. It's like, dude, you had one in the building. You just didn't pay him. It is awesome. It's hilarious. Getting tired here. What's wrong with Nebraska? They don't have any of Scott Frost's guys. I think he'll be okay like a year or 2 from now when he has more of his own recruits in there able to do some stuff. Right now, he's just kind of got guys. How did James Conner do? He did pretty good, honestly. He broke out a couple times towards the end, so he probably got over 100 yards. I don't know. We can look at the stats real quick so I can tell you. Roethlisberger went off in the first half. Fitzmagic went off more so in the second half. Scott Frost is building a dumpster fire. You think so? I mean, he was undefeated in Central Florida. No, Connor only had 61 yards. So they didn't really, yeah, a few. Fitz had 3 picks in the first half. Yeah, I guess they didn't really run Connor until the second half. First half, Ben Roethlisberger had like 275 yards and 3 touchdowns. So they probably just primarily threw it in the first half. The second half, he broke off a couple good runs. He had his 27-yard run, and a couple good 10-yard, knocking off chunks of yardage. But he had 15 carries for 61 yards. I guess they bottled him up in the first half. They bottled up Antonio Brown in the second half because he didn't do anything second half. Ben had more than double Luck's yards the whole game. Yeah. Pats did get destroyed last night. It was great. Previous coach from Nebraska made the cupboard bare. Well, yeah. Bo Pelini was not the greatest, and then they didn't really bring in anybody after that. He was kind of like, All right, last few minutes here, guys. Lions decisively beat the Pats. Oh, for sure. True, and that's kind of the key to beating the Patriots is keep Brady off the field. Yeah, Brady doesn't look so good when he can't do what he wants to do. When he can't hit all those shallow crossing routes and screens and whatever. Battle the Colts would be crazy great for them. It would be. Will it happen? Probably not. I don't think they have the assets to give up for him. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Yeah, the roughing the passers were a little ridiculous today. I didn't necessarily move to Monday. Last week there was a lot of reason to not do it on Sunday. This week Monday just worked out better because I don't have class tomorrow morning, so I don't have to get up as early because I was out asleep by this time yesterday. So next week we'll probably move back to Sunday, but this week it just worked out better. Dude, the XFL very well could take over the NFL when it comes out. Yeah, I mean, if Monday works better for everybody else too, then we can. But that's true too. Maybe the XFL will threaten the NFL to change their rules because the NFL's rules are pretty terrible right now. Yeah, you're right. Very true. Yeah, the only thing I think that might screw over the XFL is they're going to get all of these nobody players from the NFL, like college fantasy. Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson's not bad, but Virginia Tech's playing terrible this year. Yeah, you're going to get all these outcasts from the NFL, or because right now, if the XFL was going on, you'd probably have Johnny Manziel and Kaepernick and Des Bryant. And some people would be like, "Oh, yeah, Braxton Miller could be on a team, but he's good enough. He's staying in, or he should stay in the NFL. You would think at least. Do it. Jake Fromm's a stud. So I'm really mad. I have this knockoff Rolex watch, and the real Rolex goes for 12 grand. I would sell this thing so fast if it was legit. Sadly, it's not. All right, guys. Well, we hit that midnight mark, and it's been over an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll call it a night. Next week, we'll probably be back on Sunday. I don't know any reason not to, unless for some reason maybe I end up going to the Bills-Packers game. I don't know. I don't see it happening, but who knows? So, yeah, come back next week. Have a good one, guys, and thanks for participating. Sleep is for the weak.